and welcome to a showcase of Leaf Storm Roserade in Go Battle League right now. Here we have a nice lead already. We have Empoleon lead, which does like resisted damage, but still does a lot of damage here. And we're gonna bait him right away with Weather Ball. And you already kinda gonna know what to happen now. He goes to Drill Pack. I'm just gonna go for 2 more moves, expecting him not to know how much you need for a Leaf Storm. And boom, and that's like basically the topic of the video. We have our Leaf Storm Roserade here, which is I think a really good buff for it, especially if you use it in the lead. Leaf Storm in general is a Overheat clone, so it's pretty decent, but actually not like that crazy. Like you don't see Overheat a lot in the current meta. There are not a lot of monsters who can use that, but the main problem with Overheat users is most of the time that it's like fire types, and fire types don't really have a good quick move that gets energy fast enough. The best quick move for fire types is Incinerate right now, which is like really slow, but still gets some energy. But Bullet Seed just generates more energy way faster, so you get to the Leaf Storm in this case way faster. Here we have my middle lead. The good thing about my Bastion, yeah, that's another team with Bastion. You could also use stuff like G-Fisk or something like that. The good thing about Bastion here is just against the pelipper, you can always farm down with XL Bastiodon, because you can always take 3 Weather Balls and they won't get to a 4th Weather Ball, which is just like always so good. And then you have enough energy to get some damage on other Pokemon, and yeah, that's basically while this thing is so nice. And yeah, I'm using it because like I have it, and it's just really good, and it's fitting for the team. It's just like you need something for Fly for the Roserade, because otherwise you have like kind of struggle against that, and this is just like perfect. And my opponent goes into Sableye and tries to be cheeky to catch a move here or something, and boom, Leaf Storm, goodbye. And my opponent quits. Leaf Storm is like really strong. Like a lot of people don't really expect it right now. Some people don't even know like that Roserade got it because they didn't really pay attention. So it's just really, really nice to have such a great nuke move here. Here we have a good lead again with Charm Ninetales. If we faced Powder Snow Ninetales in the lead, it might be a bit scary for this team, but most of the time people just run Charm, so that's always kind of fine. Here we can go and shield. There's a bad thing about Charm Ninetales. If they get 1 extra move in here, what they get here, and that's that they can farm me down now if they shield twice, but usually I would get to another Weather Ball if they didn't get the extra move in here, and you're gonna see why that's really bad right now, because now my opponent can realign their Pokemon. He has Crafty in the back, which is okay if we had our Sableye directly against it, because Return does like nearly all the HP of this Crafty. But he goes for Foul Play here and has Skarmory in the back. So if he didn't get the extra Charm in, we would have been able to kill the A-Tails with our Roserade there, and we would have been able to rely on the Scrafty against the Sableye and the Skarmory against the Bastiodon, but sadly, because he sneaked an extra move, that was not the case here, and that's a good game. Against the next opponent, we have Roserade against Surfetch'd. Also a pretty decent matchup, because we resist the counter damage, and he goes into Pelipper. You know the deal, you just farm him down, you get like nearly 2 moves already. You don't have to shield anything, and you get a low that Surfetch'd can really farm it down. But in this case, I have 2 answers for Surfetch'd in the back, basically. So what I can do after I farm down the Pelipper is I can throw 1 Flamethrower and then switch into my Roserade, because Roserade, like, no one really wants to take a Leaf Storm anyway. It does like a lot of damage against everything, so we're kind of fine there. So he goes into Surfetch'd, we can throw a Flamethrower and we can switch out immediately. There's no drawback because I still have a Sableye in the back. He goes into Mirror, and now look how much this does. It's absurd, huh? Like, look at that. It has more than half turn Mirror, and now he has to shield here basically, because otherwise he gets too low. I guess this is just so weird here. We can go into Bastion. I kinda only want to get rid of his energy here, but I actually get to move, and sadly he does not throw and tries to farm me down here, which is good for him. And now, my opponent definitely has like nearly 100 energy, so I'm gonna let the first Shadow Ball go, because it could lower my defense, and then it's better to shield the second one. He goes to double Shadow Ball, switches out into Surfetch'd. I get to my Foul Play before he gets to a move. And that's a good game here, because we can farm down the AWAC as well, and yeah, nothing really my opponent can do there anymore. Against the next opponent, we have Medicham. That's really bad for us. By the way, if you didn't even see that, I'm not playing Remix Cup for this team, but I play the normal Great League. Reason being, for the Remix Cup stuff like Azumarill and G-Fisk, stuff like that is all banned, and I kinda want to face that with Roserade because Roserade is good against that, and you kinda can already guess that your opponent gonna have something banned on their team, and most of the time it's G-Fisk or Azu, and then like stuff like Roserade which hard counter that is like really good. Here my opponent has already AWAC and a Shift Resay swap. That kind of tells me that he most likely has the Ferrothorn on the back because of the Killer Pang line, which is kind of popular, and you can kind of expect that. And he goes right in the Ferrothorn, and we have Flamethrower for that, so it's looking good for us. But still, it could be kind of close, because still the Power Whip's gonna do a lot of damage. He has an extra one in here. One Flamethrower won't KO him. And I'm gonna have the problem soon that the Medicham also gonna do a lot of damage against me with Bone Club, but we have to see if we can still win this. It's gonna be really close. It's closer than you expect right now, even though we have like a loaded Bastiodon here. One Stone Edge also won't KO the Medicham here, because like Medicham is still bulky and Bastiodon has like nearly no attacks, so it's kind of difficult, but he has Shadow Bone, so he runs most likely Fire Blast on that. I think Bone Club does actually more than a Shadow Bone, but I'm not sure. Bone Club is a trash move, but it's 4 times super effective, so I don't know. Here we have Azumarill lead into Sableye. I think I actually played this a bit wrong here. I just stay and I try to throw one move and then switch into my Bastiodon, but he actually got his move off as well here. And so I have to try to get his shield back and throw my move here, which is okay. It's all fine. I can go into my Bastiodon now, farm all the way down, maybe get hit by 2 moves or something, but it's actually okay. Yeah, he gets to 1 move like right before. But yeah, we're not in the best spot right now, to be honest. Could have been better spots, but it's fine. We still have the Roserade with like half health, or we have the Bastiodon here, which can still do a lot of damage against the Azumarill. And we are able to get to the move there. I think it's the Ice Beam, so not really that scared there. I think I'm actually gonna switch out into Roserade right now. Do I? No, I'm gonna let it go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that does also make sense. Now I go to Roserade. I think I'm just gonna let it go here because I know that I can just use my Sableye to farm down into he has AWAC in the back. I was kinda expected if you have Azumarill lead and Sableye switch in, most of the time it's AWAC in the back because that's no tacticals line. And that's the problem for like people copying a really popular content creator line. Like if you copy one of my lines right now, which are like normal, like no one really expect that, like maybe my legend team or something like that, people could expect, but I feature like a lot of teams daily, so there's no drawback there. But if you have like a really popular team and use that, it's always the problem that people just know what you have in the back and how to play against it, and that is something I also always take advantage of. So here we have 8 Tails again with Charm in the lead. I'm gonna go straight for the Leaf Storm here against the Umbreon because people want to know how much it's gonna do. It does like half health, more than half health, which is really cool. Now I'm gonna go into my Bastiodon, and the good thing here is I can just completely farm him down, and I don't have to care about anything here. Why do I want to farm him down here? This is basically my only and best answer to the what's it called? 8 Tails as well, so I kind of have to keep that thing alive. And I don't really need a lot of health on that thing, but I just need to keep it alive for the 8 Tails. Like, the health amount that is here is like still totally fine. And he has a Azumarill here. I gotta try to bait him. And it actually works out, which is really good. And now I can just try to get to a Leaf Storm. I think I'm not gonna bait. Okay, he goes into the 8 Tails now, which is fine for me. Can throw my Weather Balls, he shields, which is okay. And I'm gonna go for another Weather Ball here. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter. I can just let this go. I tried to CMP here and it worked. And now I can just farm him down again with my Bastiodon. There's no need to throw a move here. They won't get to another move. It does like nothing, so I'm just gonna keep that. And switching out here also doesn't make more sense because otherwise he might get to like more energy against my Bastiodon if I throw my own moves there. And he might be able to get to like 2 player up there to kill my Sableye. but not if he switch out immediately. And yeah, no, the game is over because he had to throw against me anyway. He can't store 2 moves with Azu, and had a move stored with Bastiodon. So, oh, against Altaria lead. Altaria lead is horrible for me. I don't think I'm gonna win this. Altaria lead is like really horrible. I have to go into Sableye. I can get like a shield or something if I shield once, but it's still like not good for me. And this looks like really like a bad matchup. But yeah, that's Altaria lead is like the worst possible, I think. Like even stuff like Psychic lead would be okay because I have 2 Psychic type answers on the back. So now I have to let it go. Now I can go into my Bastiodon and farm all the way down. So at least I get rid of this thing, but he most likely has another answer for Roserade in the back. What is he going into here? Oh, he goes into Registeel. It's gonna be interesting. Registeel is like, why is he staying in here is like the question, because Registeel is like really bad for him to stay in here against the Roserade because like Weather Ball does so much damage. But he actually gets the shield from me here, and he has an Azu in the back, which is interesting. I'm just gonna go for the Weather Ball. I hope that I get the shield here. I need to get the shield to somehow win this match, and I don't. And now I'm just gonna go straight for my Leaf Storm here and hope that he does not shield it. He does not shield, and the Azu goes down. And now we have the Registeel here, and I know that I survive a move in the Registeel with my Bastiodon because XL and whatever, just like not even close to KOing there, and I get to move, and I just hope they shield this because the Flame, and he does shield this, so that means that I 100% gonna win this game now because I can farm him down a bit. He has to throw against me, he can store up 2 moves with Registeel, not even close, and I can just go through for the Weather Ball I already have stored up. And even though we had like a really horrible lead loss, we still came back from this game here. Into our next opponent, we have Roserade into Medicham. It's okay as a matchup, but it's not decent actually. He gets to the Ice Punch before you get to your Leaf Storm, sadly. So you have to shield here his Power Punch. Power Punch is better for me. But I have to throw my Weather Ball. He shields here. I'm gonna throw my Leaf Storm. Now you're gonna see how much Leaf Storm I'm gonna do against the Medicham. Nearly KO'd it, and it was actually a XL Medicham. Here I'm gonna catch Deep Psychic on my Sableye because I don't really want to get another shield from him. And he goes into Bastiodon, and against Bastiodon I can just go straight for the foul play. And I should be alright here to get it a bit lower, because then I can go to my own Bastiodon and just farm up energy. But still, this game is definitely not over yet. We're in an okay spot here right now though, and because I can just get all the energy here, I don't have to shield anything, and that's way better for me. He's gonna go straight for the move here, I think. Oh no, we're gonna switch out into Stunfisk, and now it's gonna be really close, because I have to get like a lot of damage against the Stunfisk with my Roserade already. And like a Flamethrower from Bastion does like 40% or something, or not even, I think 35 or something. So I have to get it really low so I can get down here, but he gets to the move here right away, which is like bad. And now I have to see how much a Flamethrower gonna do against me. And it actually does like, yeah, does like not enough here. I'd have to try to farm down, but we are like 2 smackdowns short of KOing him here, and Earthquake gonna be definitely enough to KO me, and that's a good game. Otherwise we most likely would have been able to win this, but close one there. Another Medicham lead. I think this is the one with Ice Punch, and yeah, Ice Punch you get there right before the Leaf Storm, which is kinda unlucky. But it's okay. Now my opponent gonna catch this move beautifully on his A-Mic, which at least I didn't throw the Leaf Storm there. But I guess even Leaf Storm would have done more there. Maybe I should have thrown another move here, actually. So I get a rail line. But I go into my Bastiodon and hope like that that's gonna be good against the A-Mic. It should be a decent okay here, but like gonna be interesting if I can win this game still. Not the best lead, we are 1 shield down. And it gets even worse here. I tried to see Peter or something on here. Yeah, I threw my move, which is just like, it's just really sad that he actually gonna switch out there, and I don't know why, but the switch time was so not in sync that I couldn't switch out there. Actually, like he threw a move and I threw a move, like basically it should be in sync there again. But it's okay, I can go into my Sableye and try to farm him down. That's basically my only play here. Can't really give up another shield, and now I try to throw my Weather Ball. And guess what? He just can't, and I don't know really why, but it's fine. And he has a, what's it called? A Bastion in the back, and he shielded the first move. And I try to debate him again, he gets an extra move in. God, that's so unlucky. And now at least we're gonna see for the end of this video how much Leaf Storm gonna do against the Bastiodon. And it actually does like half health. And I think if I throw the Weather Ball here before the Leaf Storm, I would have been fine. Maybe even still got the game. But yeah, this won't be able to KO him right now. And that's good game now. And that's also it for the video. I hope you enjoyed the Leaf Storm Roserade. And see you next time.